Hello, hello, and welcome.
We're just gonna go with it. Hello, welcome to the Hodge Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hodge. Joining me as always, my co-host, cousin lover, Kevin Hodge.
Hello, everybody.
This episode is going in fast forward. Yeah, we're
Brought to you by NASCAR.
we're both tired from a wedding this weekend, so we're a little out of it.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's going to be good. We totally didn't have to re-record that beginning about 5 times. And this is the one that we kept. So just imagine what the other one sounded like.
Yeah, but if you didn't catch that, we're the official podcast of countryhodgepodge.com, so you should check that website out. It's great. This is our 24th episode, so this episode we are going to dedicate to the greatest TV show ever made, Chronicles of Narnia 24. Jack Bauer, Chloe Bauer. I can't remember who's all in that show. Tony Almeida.
Literally only like 2 seasons.
President Palmer. Our true first black president.
Really, to be honest, only saw like 2 seasons of that show.
Oh, I watched every season more than one time. But, no, we're going to talk about Medicine Stone because we're going this weekend and we're super excited. It is the better version of Country Thunder.
Yep, that's no one that I know around here has ever heard of Medicine Stone, so what I've basically been telling everyone is, I'm going down to Oklahoma for basically their version of Country Thunder where it's actual good music instead of like, oh, there's like one band a day that I want to see, so I guess I'll pay fucking $350 or whatever to go up to Country Thunder and deal with overly intoxicated high school kids. So instead of that, we're going to Oklahoma, where it's literally no bad artists any of the days, any of the time slots. And it's a 3-day festival down in Tahlequah. I hope that's how you actually pronounce that.
I don't know. Maybe.
We're super excited. So we decided to make this episode all about, we're excited to go to Medicine Stone, some of the artists that are going to be there, kind of talk about them, and we are coming off of a weekend of drinking a lot at a wedding, and so this is easy.
Yeah, we didn't have to research anyone. Well, I guess we got. Well, we're just going to talk about the artists of what we do know by them. So.
Yeah, basically.
We'll kind of get right into it. So if you haven't heard, if you're listening because you've listened to our podcast before and you're a fan, we love you for that. But if you're listening because we're talking about Medicine Stone, you probably know what it is. But anyone who doesn't, it's just a 3-day festival from Thursday through Saturday, which means they give us Sunday to drive home, which is wonderful.
Yeah, and so for us, it's like a 9.5-hour drive down there, which really not looking forward to that part. But I know that when we get down there, it's going to be so worth it.
Oh yeah, but so it's a nice. I think it's amazing. It's every single artist, like Kevin said. Instead of it being one a day, where it's like, well, let's go drink at the campsite until the one artist we want to see hits the stage. I'm kind of like, I just want to go to every concert. Like, obviously, I want to socialize and have fun at the campsite, but I want to get to the concert.
Yeah, no, it's going to be completely different than when we were at Country Thunder because, I only went to Country Thunder that one time, but when we were there, I was legitimately enjoying being at the campsite more than I was enjoying being at the festival. Because the campsite was fun as shit, and most of the artists at the fest were crap, and so I didn't even want to go.
Yeah.
And so it was just weird. And so this one, I know all of the art is going to be awesome. Like, if we miss any, we'll probably be like, shit, why did we miss that?
And just looking at the line, maybe you can hear them from the campsite, which would be sweet, because if it is someone we don't know that well, we could hear them from the campsite, which would be awesome. But because at Country Thunder, you can't hear from the campsite.
Yeah. And the other part, speaking of Country Thunder, right now, knock on wood, I don't think that's actual wood. That's wood. It looks like the weather's going to be clear, and that was the other thing that I hated so much about being at Country Thunder was it rained like every day. And so it just turned into this big mud pit. And so you're there for like 4 days. It's hot as hell because it's at the end of July. It's humid. And then it's just muddy and just stanks because it's all fucking muddy. And it was just not great. And so it just seems like the weather's going to be pretty clear. Everything I've seen from the pictures, because like we said, we've never been down there, so we don't really know what to expect. But everything we've seen with the pictures, it's right next to the Illinois River, so it looks like a pretty sweet spot to like camp out.
Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about you with Country Thunder is the one year you did go, we had that huge freaking storm, and I heard it was even worse this year.
But not only was it the one day that it like because it stormed the first night and I wasn't even there, and then I did go there, and then it rained on us all throughout the Jake Owen set, and I swear it rained a little bit of every single day.
I think it did actually, or maybe Thursday it didn't.
Well, I thought that was when
Chris
Young got canceled.
Yeah, that's when Chris Young got canceled. Never mind. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, it stormed every single day.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that this weekend we get some clear weather. It says it's going to be clear right now, other than maybe some rain on Sunday when we're heading out. But we're heading out at that point, so
yeah, I would love. I mean, this isn't really about Madison Stone. I would love for Country Thunder's lineups to get better, so I could actually want to go back, and hopefully they'll have good weather next time I'm there. But yeah, as of right now, I'm done with that festival.
Well, especially now that knowing that medicines don't exist, because I didn't, full disclosure, I didn't know that this thing existed until we started looking at it last year. Because I want to say that I saw it.
I definitely heard of it last year.
Yeah, like before last year's.
I think it's
festival.
Only the third year.
Oh, is it?
Oh, the fifth.
Oh, okay.
It's only the fifth.
Well, because I had not heard of it until last year's show, and we didn't go down there, obviously.
Yeah.
And when I heard about it, I'm like, holy crap, this is so much better. And then, especially after coming off of how that Country Thunder experience went, I was like, this is just a better version of Country Thunder in every conceivable way, and really should have the rights to calling itself country anything, because it actually has legitimate country music. People will say it's not country, it's red dirt, but fuck off on that technicality.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing.
It's actual. I guess instead of calling it country, I will call it actual musicians performing actual music that they're making themselves.
Yeah, like that was when we're talking with a girl at the wedding this year or this past weekend. She was just like, "Oh, well, I don't like when people say this isn't country." I'm like, yeah, we're not shit talking the artist,
but it's not.
But it's just not country.
Oh yeah, well that's why I tweeted out last week, because everyone follows my Twitter account.
Yep.
That
those 30 people were in for a treat.
They knew what was up after that. Well, but I said when you say, not you personally, but when someone says something is not country, that statement itself is not actually attacking anything musically in terms of the quality of the music. It's just stating the simple fact that this music that is being offered is not this genre. It'd be the same as saying Metallica is not polka music. That's just a factual statement. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I usually couple that, this is not country and something shits in my ears kind of. But saying something's not country does not actually attack that. It's just being factual.
And then it's like I said in my Kip Moore review when I reviewed his new album Slow Heart, which is a great album.
Well, I like that a lot.
He completely ditched country, which is fine. He's not a country artist. He's a southern rock artist, which is totally fine. I'm not trash talking his music when I say he's not country. I'm just saying he switched genres, just Taylor Swift did.
Yeah, no, I was same way. I listened to that album and I was like, I don't feel like this is country, but I dig it. I like what's going on.
Yeah, it was the same with. It was on the opposite spectrum if I didn't like it, but Thomas Rhett's newest album, which he claims is country, and it was literally auto-tuned. And I can't remember what that one song was. For the first 51 seconds, it's just this nice acoustic guitar song. It's like, all right, I'm going to enjoy this. And literally at the 51-second mark, it turned into an EDM song.
Yeah, legitimately.
I'm not making it's not hyperbolic in any sense. It is legitimately an EDM song.
Yeah, no, it really. I've played it for people, and they're just like, so this is what people are trying to say is country nowadays. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, no, this is the fight that I have to fucking fight these days. Is trying to tell people that that's not country and actually having pushback on that.
Yeah, and I think I've told the story on the podcast of when Sam Hunt was on at that club in Chicago, and someone's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "This is Sam Hunt. He's a quote unquote country artist." And everyone's like, how is this country? I'm like, exactly. People who don't listen to country music know that this isn't country music. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into
actual good artists. So we kind of, like we said before, you'd be hard pressed to find a single artist that's going to be at Medicine Stone that's not worth checking out. Even the ones that we haven't heard much of at all, like the samples and previews and whatever that we have heard, everything sounds good, and the things being put on by Jason Boland and Turnpike, and so I would trust them to the end of the earth in terms of the artist that they'd choose to go on with them. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. But we have a few artists that we just decided that we'll expand more on.
Yeah, there's. I mean,
Moron.
we could. America. No, there's. I mean, legitimately looking at the lineup, there are some artists who honestly I haven't heard of, but I can guarantee they're going to be good because they aren't sitting there in a way too tight T-shirt and a flat bill cap. They look like good bands and good. So I have no doubt that all of these artists are going to be good.
Yeah.
But we want to talk about the 10 that we're super excited for.
Yeah, we kind of did, because usually if you've not listened to any of our other podcasts, well, lately we've been trying to do where we do a personal top 5, songs for whatever artist we're doing. So we just did, all right, we're going to pick out the ones we're most excited to see for, traveling the 9.5 hours to go down there.
Yeah. So our first artist, do you want to go first? Or
Yeah. So the first one that I got is Shane Smith and the Saints.
Take me home to the mountain, the land my mother used to sing, but beware the mouth of the dragon. His lungs are cold he keeps, and his lungs are cold he keeps. Hallelujah, I slayed the dragon, the son of the
They're a band that I have mentioned on the podcast before, and I've included a couple of their songs on my weekly picks playlist. I think that they're just really good. They're that red dirt Americana kind of
Except they're
folky.
not good, Kevin.
God damn it,
They're terrible.
but there's a lot like folky, but just have a really good sound. Their album Geronimo, I think, is just tremendous. Overall. So if I was just pick out a song, I knew that one of the songs that I put on my picks playlist that I think is awesome by them is The Mountain.
Yes, that is a great one. I love Geronimo by them.
Geronimo, it's like haunting.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think what the one I listened to.
Oh,
Canvas.
Canvas
I
is good.
love
That's
that
off
song.
of the coast, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a real good band.
Yes, that word.
Sorry, I'm typing, so I'm not paying. I want to see Jamie Lynn Wilson, who we have talked about on our site before.
Yeah.
Is it too late for me to change my mind? Because there's just some things you can't take back, like hurting the one you already have. Throw it all away for a kiss filled with regret. It's like running for the edge and thinking you'll fly, knowing damn well that it's suicide, and there ain't no gray, only white and black. And there's just some things you can't take back.
I believe we talked about her on our... I think I might have included one of her songs on one of our playlists that we've made.
I know that I had the song with her and Wayne Bowen on my picks one week.
Wayne Bowen?
Wade Bowen. I know I dropped the D a little bit there. Dropped the D.
Kevin's
But
always dropping the
but
D.
I know that it's Wade Bowen.
Yeah, Wade Bowen. That song is just as... I overuse this term.
Everything is haunting.
But it's just this amazingly written song about just this couple that's cheating on each other with other people, and it's just kind of like this. And then, like halfway through the song, they realize, like, why are we doing this? Because I would totally choose the other person over you. So why are we throwing away what we have with the other people by being with each other? Because it's like the line that's amazing is running for the edge and thinking you'll fly, but knowing damn well that it's suicide. It's just like
very well written.
amazing.
Very well written.
And yeah, Jamie Lynn Wilson. For anyone who doesn't know, she was part of. Now I'm blanking. God, I feel like an idiot. She was.
She was a part of something.
She was a part of that band, the why am I blanking on the name of the band? The Trishas. I'm an idiot. named after Trisha Yearwood.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that too.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'm like I said, retired. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's awesome. Oh, I've listened to her. I think she only has the one solo album out, and it's amazing. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's so good.
Absolutely.
So I'm super excited to see her.
Another one that I'm definitely pumped to see is John D. Hale Band.
The line starts to fade between what's wrong and right. Black and white day turn to gray, disappear into the night. Please tell my sweet dear mother that meant to cause her shame, and tell daddy I didn't mean to disgrace the family name. But it's just that desperate people do desperate things.
I had seen them once before when I was down in Texas for Jay's bachelor party, and it was awesome. But it was also at a bar, and there was not a lot of people there, and so yeah, which was ridiculous. But so there wasn't a lot of people there, and so it didn't have the total vibe of like a full set, full show kind of thing. Even though they were awesome and they played great, they're still another band that to see them with more of a crowd that will actually, not that the crowd wasn't respecting them, but to have more of a crowd into it will definitely be awesome to see them. I love the song "Desperate People." It's super depressing.
They don't play that. Me very angry.
Super depressing. But also, I love his song "Harold Wilson." That's just kind of a tale of him selling his farm to a guy who doesn't know anything about farming because the land's crap, and so he just pawns it off on a guy. Then he just kind of lives at a motel off the money he made off of selling the farm, and he just laughs at the guy who he sold his farm to.
Yeah, that one is included on Kevin's Picks of the Week Spotify playlist. If you want to check out, not to plug halfway through or during the show, but he has a Spotify playlist called Kevin's Picks of the Week. His username on Spotify is Donkey Factory. You should totally check it out. He always uploads 10 to 15 really good songs each week that you should check out.
Yes, check it out. If you can't find it through Spotify for some reason, if you just go to countryhodgepodge.com, there's a tab on the website to go to.
My next one I want to see is American Aquarium, which is BJ Barham's band. Barham.
Every night we're drinking in dive bars and dance halls. They're all at that age where they're all having babies and picking out the nursery color walls. They all ask me how I'm doing. I just smile and realize that although it was kind to me, my youth is all behind me. Now I'm on the losing side. The losing side of 25.
I think it's Barham, but
I think it is too.
But just like we say, Tucker beat hard, even though
You can't. Okay, everyone listening, you can't look at the last name Bethard spelled beat hard and not just read beat hard.
I never even really thought of it. I just genuinely would say beat hard. And I remember one time you started laughing when I said that. I was like, what? You're like, it's Bethard. I'm like, oh.
It's so funny, though.
Yeah. But anyone who doesn't know, American Aquarium recently split up, but BJ Barham kept them alive by adding new members to the band. So I hope they honestly play some of his solo stuff, like "Unfortunate Kind" is one of the saddest songs of all time.
Yeah,
and so I hope he plays some of that. Like, I love their song "Losing Side of 25" is amazing. Jacksonville's really good. So they're just a really good band.
He's such a good songwriter too.
Yeah, even a lot of people have said it. He's not the greatest singer, but his songwriting is so good that I'm not a good singer, and I'm an amazing singer.
Yeah, it's not like he's a terrible singer, but it's not like
he's not like Blake Shelton or Luke Combs or Chris Stapleton.
He's not just belting it out.
Yeah.
Another one. I'm doing the ones I'm most excited for last.
Yeah,
In case
I
you're
know, me
wondering.
too.
Yeah, okay. So then the next one, Flatline Cavalry.
'Cause I've been missing you, I've been missing you, and I've been hoping that you've been missing me too. 'Cause I've been missing you, I've been missing you. All this time.
They're a band that, like, I feel like it's kind of like the way he sings is like kind of like subdued a little bit. Like he's not rocking your face
Yeah,
off.
they're very calm band.
Yeah, like it's pretty chill, like pretty calm. But there's such good English is hard.
Me good do stuff.
They're so good at their instruments, and their songwriting I think is really good. The song "No Shade of Green" I think is really good. The way that it's just like there's no shade of green that can describe the something color in your eyes, and then just the red dudes trying to think of how they have it written and then just fucking it up completely.
Yeah, well.
But it's a great song. Check it out.
You're a poet and you didn't even know you was.
Yeah, rhyming is hard.
Anyway, yeah, I want to see is the Dalton of the Dominoes, who is...
He works at Domino's.
Yes.
I buy a dozen roses and a bottle of wine. I'd swim across the ocean just to make you my bride. Don't give up on me. Say you won't leave. All that matters is you're now with me. All that matters is you're now with me.
Yeah, anyway, Dalton Domino, he's a really good artist. I think he only has his second CD that just came out.
Sounds about
I
right.
believe.
Corners?
Yeah. His first one, I was obsessed with the song All That Matters. I think that song is amazing. It's probably my favorite by him, but his new CD also has a lot of really good tracks that I'm super excited to see. He's a very classic one. I think he talks about weed a lot on Instagram, so he's a big old stoner man. My man. But he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a really... he has 10,000 likes on Facebook, so he's not that unknown, but he's kind of an under-the-radar guy that I had just heard of when his first CD came out. I've been obsessed with his music since.
Yeah,
so.
no, I hadn't heard of him until this last one came out, but Corners is a really good album.
Yeah, it's and the title track Corners is amazing.
Yes.
On that CD.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right. Fourth of my five, obviously Turnpike. Turnpike Troubadours they're the headliner on Saturday night? I'm pretty sure.
Well, I got me a gal in Pekin. She's a good old gal, okay. Oh, she's sitting there waiting by a window fan on a long hot summer day. Or every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long hot summer day.
But yeah, so I mean, most people know Turnpike at this point, I feel like. But obviously they're amazing. They're one of those bands that I would, before I even got like totally into them to the point that I am now, like I would put on one of their albums just to let play, like even I wasn't like totally paying attention to it, just because they rock, but they can also be, they can also slow it down. They roll. But I think they're just awesome. The song 7 and 7, Gin Smoking Lies, Long Hot Summer Day. I mean, I think they're awesome.
Shreveport, Doreen.
Yeah,
Bird Hunters.
and like they've got a new album coming out, and that's super exciting. So I guarantee they'll be playing stuff off of that. So that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, they're really good. They're a bluegrass band. Like when we saw Wheelhouse open for Aaron Watson a couple years ago, they covered a Turnpike song, A Long Hot Summer Day, and
Yeah.
Yeah, they're anyone who knows bluegrass music knows Turnpike Troubadours because
Yeah.
they're like the kings of it right now.
Yeah, they're great.
My numero dos. Oh man, I don't know who to choose. I gotta go. I'll go Randy Rogers Band.
Ranrog.
They're yes, Ranrog.
So what should we do? One more day with you. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to try something new. Girl, I really don't care. As long as I'm with you. Maybe let's just take a drive. It's already getting late. Let's go kiss the sun down out on the interstate.
I mean, it was tough because the last two people I really want to see, I've seen them both.
Yeah, then
And
that's
so-
that's the thing that's difficult about this too. Well, and also because do you have?
No.
You do have her.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was just like, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah. So
Bad radio.
Yeah, my last two are people I've seen, but I loved seeing them both live so much that I'm so excited to see
Yes.
them again. Because also they never come, because now we live in Iowa, but we're originally from outside Chicago. So we barely get to see any of these artists that we're seeing this weekend because none of them ever leave Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, we always see their tour schedules online, and they'll just have
Just
a bunch of
Texas,
shows in
Texas,
Texas, and then
Texas,
maybe
Texas,
they'll
Texas.
branch out to like a West Coast deal here, East Coast deal here, or maybe something in the Midwest. But then we can't go because like the closest show is still like Des Moines or something like that. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, so I'm always excited to see them. Randy Rogers, I saw them actually when they opened we saw them when they opened for Gary Allen.
Yeah, they're. I mean, I feel like Randy Rogers is one of those that if you don't listen to like the Texas music, you might not have heard of them at all. But like if you have listened to Texas music, like people like hold them very high regard, which is well deserving.
Yeah, they're a very mainstream Texas band, which is a rarity.
Yeah,
But so they have songs like Interstate. That's the song that got me into them way back in the day.
I still think Interstate's my favorite by them. It's just so good.
Yeah, we'll talk.
violin
We'll eventually do an episode entirely on them because
the
they're
violin
really good.
is just-
But I love it. But yeah, so Randy Rogers Band.
Okay, so then my number one that I'm most excited to see, of course, Jason Bourne and the Stragglers.
There's one roll in my ashtray. I'm taking Hunter Road out by Riley's Tavern, where my liquor loved to flow. We'll skip around San Marcos, then stop and tell Doug hello. Second gear of Congress, you know I like to take it slow. Tonight I'm rolling up north, back to where I paid a due. Tonight the answer's Austin, or the Comal County Blues.
He puts it on, and they're a band that I have been really into for a long time now. I guess I don't even know how many. It's a couple of years now, because once I got Spotify and I started checking out different things, they were one of the earlier Texas bands, or Texas, Oklahoma, Red Dirt bands that I heard of, and I just immediately just started going through all of their stuff, and like I don't even know what is my favorite song by them, because they have so many, but like Dark and Dirty Mile, that entire album is tremendous.
I think my favorite might be Comal County Blue.
Comal County Blue, I think that was my favorite for a long time, but then I started diving in more, and like
That's
the
first
Rancho
of-
Alto album is just amazing from start to finish. Dark and Dirty Mile is amazing from start to finish. I like Squelch a lot, although I don't think it's as good as the other ones, but like Yeah, they're just so good, and like they're putting this whole fest on, like they're the hosts of it, and so they're so quintessentially Red Dirt that it's just like, yeah, it's one of those bands like I feel like we have to see them, and we will see them in order to then be able to like talk more about this kind of music and be like, no, well, we actually have seen them because I feel like they're that big.
I didn't realize Como County Blue is such an old CD.
Yeah, they've been jamming for a long time.
Yeah, and I also didn't realize that they had a song called "Fuck Fightin' Radio." I've never listened to that one.
Oh, I love the you don't have to. It's all right to be an asshole.
guess
if
it's
you're
all
good.
right to be an asshole.
I had the words made up. I love that song. I guess it's all right to be an asshole if you're good. That's funny.
Break 19. Yeah, they're they're definitely good. I know. And that was, I remember months ago. I can't believe we've been doing this podcast for so long already.
Oh lordy!
But months ago when we did that, they did the top like overrated Americana artists, and Jason Bourne was on that, and you lost your shit. Cause,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I lost it too. And
Yeah,
I was like,
but
wow,
no.
what?
Yeah, exactly. Because like literally, there's been stretches of time where I've gone on just Jason Boland benders where I've just listened to nothing but their shit like on repeat, just because it's so good. It's just amazing, and so I just do that many times a day.
And it was so funny because on that list they called them like frat bro country. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't even
Like, what about their music
it was,
says like frat music?
Well, I think that was the moment when you were like telling me that list that I was like, well, this list is just beyond a joke. Like, you've got to be absolutely shitting me.
Yeah, because I remember Jason Isbell was also on that.
Yeah, I was like,
list,
okay,
so
they're not taking this seriously. Fuck them.
yeah. But yeah, so that's definitely Kevin's number one. I had no doubt about that when this lineup was announced. But my number one, 100%, we saw her earlier this summer,
Yep.
Sunny Sweeney.
Yes.
She is amazing.
It's an empty room at the top of the stairs, watching the evening news with a couple of beers. I only call my husband babe because I love the word. Never wanted something so bad that it hurts. Even give up these damn old cigarettes. If I could have a bottle by my bed.
I've 100%. If we hadn't already seen her, I think she definitely would have been like number 2 on my list of who I most want to see. Still, definitely, really, really excited to see her.
I hope. I mean, her set is, I think, a little longer than it was at Windy City, so I hope she does play a couple more of the slower songs, because, I mean, when we saw her, she was hilarious. She played all of her upbeat songs, her funny songs, and, like, Whiskey Richard is still
so great.
the highlight of that day, was hearing Whiskey Richard. But she, as we did an episode on her a couple months back, I don't remember when it was.
Yeah.
But we did an episode on her, and her songwriting of, like, the most depressing songs in the world is unbelievable. When we were up in Hayward 2 weeks ago now, it was, we were playing Sunny Sweeney on the boat while we were fishing, and my dad just goes, does she even know any happy songs? And so obviously I was like, well, yeah, of course. So we played her.
But the sad ones are great.
Yeah, so we played him. But You Like Country Music. We did Everybody Else Can Kiss My Ass. Used Cars. Like, she has so many good upbeat ones too. But her slower songs are just amazing. Actually, your parents told me on the way out when they were driving out for the wedding this weekend that they listened to a couple of our episodes, and then they listened to Sunny Sweeney after, and your mom was like, oh, I've heard From a Table Away before. I was just like, yeah, it was a popular one.
Yeah, that was one that I feel like is really... It's kind of interesting, because I had heard that before, too.
Yeah.
And you could make the mistake hearing that song, like, oh, this is a really good song, but that it might just be, this is just the one good song by an otherwise bad artist.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually, this is a very, very good song, but you need to actually dive in and check all of this out.
Yeah, so Sunny Sweeney is amazing, and I'm excited to see
Yeah, no, I mean, not to, categorize her and just be like, well, she's, a female artist, but, like, she's definitely my favorite female country artist.
I was gonna say,
by
yeah,
a mile.
I
don't, like, not to have that take anything away from her, just to segment it, but, like, she's definitely my favorite female
She's
artist
someone who I'll always say, like, oh, she's an amazing artist, and then... But I won't go like, oh yeah, she's the best female artist. It's just when someone goes, who are some good country female country artists? I go, something sweet.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at without trying to just be like, I only listen to dudes because dudes make dude music.
Yeah, I mean, even though you brought up it is definitely, it's something that we don't just go like, oh man, she's such a great female artist.
Yeah,
She's an amazing
Yeah,
artist.
it's not, she's so good for a female. No, she's amazing. She happens to be female, but she's amazing.
Yeah, but then again, there are so many, like I said, also Jamie Lynn Wilson, who we're excited to see, Brandy Clark, Casey Musgraves, Miranda Lambert, even a couple that started just following us on Instagram and stuff, like Megan Katerina, she's really good. Ira Wolf, I reviewed her album.
Ira Wolf is tremendous.
She's amazing. God, who else did? I'm forgetting. I'm dumb.
Yeah, her.
Her name starts with a C, but I'm Chelsea Carter, I believe is her name. Yeah, Chelsea Carter. She's really good. Also, they kind of saw our Instagram and liked a few things, so I started following them and listening to their music, and they're all really good. But
yeah.
Which
is just goes to show, which is not to beat the dead horse on the radio being full of shit, but how many of those artists that we just listed off actually get played on the radio, other than Miranda Lambert? I think it's awesome that Miranda actually still gets some radio play, which is not nearly enough.
Yeah,
but
she's still
outside
peaked in
of
the 30s.
Yeah, so outside of Miranda, how many of them are actually getting radio play? Which also, the radio is even more stupid because again, didn't Stapleton's album break another level of album
Did
sales?
It go platinum?
Yeah, I think it hit another whatever level of album sales, and it's like, still don't have like any number ones or anything because the radio's just full of shit.
Yeah, the radio has no idea what the hell anyone wants. But yeah, so I mean, who knows? When we listen to the radio down in Oklahoma this weekend, I'm sure we'll hear a lot of good music.
I bet it'll be way better.
But yeah, so
I remember the last time I was in Oklahoma. I was in Oklahoma City for work, and it was exactly that. I just turned on a random station, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I literally heard Cody Jinks, like, the second or third song on the radio station when I was down there. Yeah. It made my whole trip. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. So, other artists that we could just go through really quick that I'm excited to see are Aaron Einhaus. He's a really good one. I only have a couple of his songs saved. I'm not going to lie. I haven't gone through a lot of his stuff, but it's good. Shiny Ribs.
I do like Shiny Ribs.
Yeah, they're good. Bree Bagwell's good. She's also a really good songwriter. I can't remember what she wrote that went really high on the radio recently. I can't remember what it was, but she's a good songwriter too. I don't want to say his name wrong, so I'm not going to say it. J.D. McPherson. Is it Fearson or Ferson? I don't know.
I don't know. Coney Canada, they're great.
Yeah, they were...
Coney Canada and The Departed, they are great.
It sucks because they were just in Chicago, but that was the day that was Beer Olympics, so we couldn't see him.
Yep. Red Cheyenne's, he's really good.
He's so bluesy.
His song, what is it, like Men and Coyotes or something? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's such a good song. That's the one I included on the playlist.
Mike and the Moon Pies.
They were in Davenport. And I didn't get to see
they were in
them.
Yorkville when I lived there, and I'm so pissed I didn't get to see them.
Their "Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em" song is great.
Oh yeah. Lucero is also a very good band.
Haven't got to see them, even though they were in town. Well, they went to. They were going to be somewhere. I want to say they were going to be at Codfish, but it's like
maybe. Oh, I think so.
Isn't it like? But I thought it was like literally this weekend, one of the other days. Like I feel like they're scooting down or up or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Caitlin Butts is really, really, really good, and then
Mike McClure I like a lot. His Horseshoe song is tremendous.
Yeah. Then the others I'll definitely listen to them before we go down there, but I don't know them yet. So hopefully we'll listen to them.
So if anyone's listening and you're big time Medicine Stone people and you're angry at us for not knowing that much shit about the festival in general or some of the artists that are going to be there, we're sorry, but we're going down with open minds and hearts, and we're super excited about it.
And if you are listening to this because you're also excited for this festival, reach out to us and just be like, yo, you have to see this band. Do not miss this band when you're down here. And I will.
Or if you're going to be there, just hit us up and let us know. We'll say hey and let's jam out and have fun.
Yeah, because we don't have any friends in Oklahoma, so.
Yeah, no, we're just going to be the two dudes that are just like by ourselves destroying Coors Lights.
This is pounding way too much.
So if you just see the two dudes that are just getting blasted by themselves making wizard stabs.
talking with Chicago accents about pizza and hot dogs. And
Yeah, no, you'll tell.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell that we're that who we are. But yeah, so that's Medicine Stone. We're super excited, and then next week we'll be talking about an artist again, but we'll also have a recap of it because I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun stories.
Oh yeah, no, we'll have for
lot to talk about. So yeah, I think that's it for Medicine Stone.
Yeah.
So we can talk quickly about the CDs coming out soon. Well, last week. We didn't get to do an episode last week because we've still just been so... This is the busiest month of our lives. I don't know what's going on.
I'm convinced it's the busiest month in human history for any human being.
God, did we... I'm trying to think the last time we talked about it. But last week... Big and Rich had a CD come out.
Oh, thank God.
But Willie Watson of Old Crow Mess and Show had a CD come out, which is really good. I'll just go through them quickly because I wrote an article on it, and there was 9 artists this past week that had CDs come out that were really good that I couldn't split any of them up. Willie Watson of Old Crow Message Show had a CD, Folk Singer Volume 2. Radney Foster had For You to See the Stars. He's really good.
Yeah, he's great.
The Lone Bellow, they're a really good kind of folky bluegrass type band. They had Walk Into a Storm.
Aren't they kind of like Civil Wars sounding?
Kind of, yeah. A lot of their songs in this CD, though, have a little more rock to them.
Okay.
But, yeah, they're usually like that. Larry Campbell and Teresa Williams, Contraband Love. I just like that name.
Contraband.
But, yeah, Little Smokey's Changing Shades. That one might be my favorite from last week. That one is really, really good.
I'm going to have to check that one out.
Coleco, the band. I don't know why that's their name, but it's goofy.
In case you didn't know,
but yeah,
they're a band.
Probably because when you Google Coleco, 500 things come up. But because that's a type of cat. But Coleco the band.
Oh, so it's Calico.
Calico, whatever. Dude, no one's ever said it. No one's ever said that I'm good at pronouncing shit. Yeah, they had a CD Under Blue Skies. Tyler Jordan, he's a very small artist. I think he only has like 1,000 fans just on Facebook. But his CD was really good. He's a good songwriter. Patrick Thomas, I think he was the dude on The Voice or something, but he had an EP come out called just a self-titled one, and it's a little more like contemporary. It's a little more modern type country where it has a little bit of like the popness to it, but it's definitely very subtle. It's like early pop music, pop country where it wasn't bad. It was just like
not liking the words you're putting down.
Yeah. But then also Violet Bell, Dream the Wheel came out, and that's also a really good EP. So
yeah, if you were wondering how he listed off all those albums, we have an article about it on countryhodgepodge.com. Yeah. So if you want to check out all the stuff that came out, check that article out.
Yeah, and if you go to our site, every Friday I post an article of like I try to listen to each CD as much as I can, and then I post an article if it's good. About it, because obviously every week there's usually some crappy pop country album coming out. I'm not going to talk about it because 1, you've probably heard of it, and 2, it's probably shit.
Yeah, fuck off, Thomas Rhett.
Yeah. Oh God. Though I will say on the record, I gave that CD a 1 out of 10, but I will say the song "Marry Me" is okay.
I still didn't even like that one.
I liked it. I just liked the message behind it. It was a little poppy, but
I liked the message, but I don't like how he was delivering it to me.
This Friday though.
Friday.
We got Chris Jansen, Everybody, and if it's anything like his last EP, if it's anything like his last fucking CD, or his EP, it's gonna be trash. If it's like his last CD, it'll have like 3 songs.
It'll be half trash, half good.
Yeah. Midland on the Rocks.
Yeah, I'm excited to check that one out. They are interesting because the sound of their music is really good, but like they're getting like really mainstream, and I don't know how much I trust their like authenticity.
Well, especially since they're on Big Machine Group.
Yeah, like I don't know if I trust them to be authentic, so I don't know, like, because the sound so far from that EP that they put out was really good.
Yeah.
I just want to know if they're legit or not.
And then finally, I had to list this one just because he's awesome. Steve Martin and the Steep Canyon Rangers.
In case anyone doesn't know, Steve Martin is a fucking amazing banjo player.
Yeah, and he's had actually a couple bluegrass CDs already come out.
Well, because he's done it with the Steep Canyon Rangers before. I have seen the Steep Canyon Rangers before.
Oh, yeah?
They were awesome.
Nice.
And they're one of those. It's a bluegrass band, but it's one of those where like literally all of them are so good at their instruments that they'll do like those medleys where they basically just go from solo to solo to solo from each person. And they talked when I saw them. I saw them when Kelsey and Isaac were still at Wisconsin, so it was way back there.
Wow.
But they talked about having at that point already worked with Steve Martin before.
Yeah, I just like the name of the CD is The Long-Awaited Album. It's such a Steve Martin title. But yeah, so
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's what I know is coming out this Friday. Every week I go on and I find all these new albums that I didn't know were coming out that come out, and they're all really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'll let everyone know on the website, countryhodgepodge.com. Check it out.
Countryhodgepodge.com.
The site is slowly getting more popular, so if you help us,
thank you, people.
we'll love you, and maybe one day I can quit my job and actually just run the website, which would be really nice, but I'm not banking on that one.
Yeah, and if we eventually start making money off this, we'll start actually giving away free shit because we won't be just losing money.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be nice. Do you have any what we're listening to?
I have been jamming to Co Wetzel a lot still.
Yeah.
Just really into it.
Yeah. I haven't really listened to anything. Oh, I've been catching up on all my podcasts recently because I didn't have a job for all last week because I was moving and getting.
In case anyone's wondering, he's subscribed to like fucking 25 different podcasts.
That's not a joke. I am subscribed to 25.
Yeah,
podcasts.
no, I was going to say I'm pretty sure it was 25.
It's somewhere between 22 and 25. Yes. But I did unsubscribe from the one after they said Antifa was the good guys. So I usually don't ever mind.
Let's
listening
not
to
get
opposing,
political. However, fuck those cunts.
Yeah, I don't ever oppose listening to opposing views, but saying Antifa is not bad is retarded. Anyway, you can find us at countryhodgepodge.com. As I said, our Instagram, Country Hodgepodge, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Find us there. Spotify, you can find the songs and artists we talk about. We always put them on a playlist every week called the Hodgepodgecast Picks. So if you find that, it's under my Spotify profile, Steve Hodge. You can also find, like I said, Kevin's Picks of the Week. His username is Donkey Factory, one word.
Donkey Factory, one word. Great name.
You buy the shirts through a link on our website if you want. They're cool ones. Got one that says Love Life and Drink Beer. Got Sam Hunt Sucks.
Sam Hunt Sucks.
Got one that says
America Fuck Yeah.
America Fuck Yeah. That one's all, yeah. So they're really fun shirts. People have been liking them for the few that have bought them. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Steve Hodge Music. You can find Kevin on Twitter at Chargeford, spell how it sounds.
Chargeford.
So next week, we'll do a little recap, and we're gonna talk about an artist who we wish was at Medicine Stone, Sam Hunt.
I can't even joke about that anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm so excited.
I can't joke about wanting him to be at Medicine.
I love Sam Hunt. I love him. I love him. He's so hot, which makes his music good. So anyway, next
insert static noise and me breaking things.
Anyway,
so that's how the podcast died.
So until next week, I am Steve Hodge, as always, joined by Kevin Hodge, saying goodbye, good night, and good Charlotte.